Now, before I get into how we made this Wemby build, y'all gotta see how this man was moving last night. Go to the paint. Don't go to that paint. Don't go to that paint. Bro, that man Wemby is moving crazy. Now he's isoing up the court. He's isoing up the court. Tweet cross. Step back. No. No. Yo, the league is in trouble. The league is in trouble. I'm telling y'all right now, the league is in trouble. All right, let's get into this build, man. For the position, we're going to go with the center. And then for the height, we're going to go 7'3". Now, I know Wemby is listed at 7'5" in the NBA. And I know that the max height for this game is 7'4". But you're going to see why I went 7'3" in just a minute. For the weight, we're going to go 230 because obviously we're going to go with the lowest weight possible to make sure that he has some speed. And then that vertical needs to be at a 74 at least. And then we're going to go with a 73 or 7'3" wingspan so that we can get that high jump shoot. Now, on this Wemby build, you get a 90 standing dunk because obviously this man can literally just turn around and dunk on everybody's head. So we're going to go 90, giving us gold rise up, and then we're going to have gold aerial wizard just on top of that, just because we can have it, bro. And then we're gonna have that gold rise up, which means we literally just gonna be dunking over everybody. And then for the shooting, we went with an 89 3 ball and an 80 mid-range. You know, we're not gonna take a whole bunch of middies, but he can do that little turnaround fade from the mid-range, so we gave him at least an 80. And then for the three-point shot, we went with the 89 because shooting in this game is absolutely crazy. So as at a 7'3" or 7'4", you can be able to shoot over everybody. And then we have gold set shot specialist, which we can max +2 if you got shooting specialization, or we're using one of the season max +2s. You can max +2 that to legend, so you'll have legend set shot specialist on a 7'3" center. Now for the playmaking on this build, we're gonna go 71 pass accuracy, which gives us bronze break starter. You're gonna have bronze versatile visionary, and then you're gonna have silver dimer, which you can max +1 up to gold, which is what I always do for my teammates. I always max +1 my dimer up to gold so that they can be able to shoot their open shots, and it makes it a little bit easier on them. And then for the ball handle, we went with a 66, and then with a speed with ball of 44. Now for the 66, we're going to be able to do dribble moves. We're going to be able to do that Kevin Durant go-to, that Paolo go-to, and then we'll also be able to just do a couple of different moves using a 66 ball handle. So make sure you guys, if you guys want to dribble on a 7'4" and just be a little bit more diverse, make sure you go with that 66 ball handle. And then for the speed with ball, obviously we're going to need that to be able to move around the court. Now, this would not be a Wemby-esque build if we could not protect the paint. Obviously, this man is going to go for defensive player of the year in the NBA this year. 25, 26, I'm calling it right now. Wemby is going to be defensive player of the year. So for this build, we went with an 84 interior defense and then a 97 block. Now I'm going to show you guys why we went with that 7'3" height. Now for this build, you have to have a 74 vertical to get high flying denier, which means you need to be 7'3", because if you are 7'4", you can only go to 73 on the vertical. So make sure, if you guys want that high flying denier badge and be able to max +2 it, make sure you guys go 7'3" and have at least a 74 vertical. And then for the block, I just went crazy with the block because the badges don't matter to me at this point. I'm just trying to go for attributes. We went with a 97 block, which gives us Hall of Fame paint patroller as well. And then we got that 84 interior defense, so we going crazy in the paint. Now for the rebound in this build is a 7'3", 7'4s. We're not going to be needing to jump off the ground to be able to get rebounds. So I went with an 80 that gives you silver rebound chaser, silver box out beast. And then for that vertical, we went with a 74. So we're still going to be able to jump off the ground to get those rebounds. However, you don't need to go absolutely crazy on the rebounding. So we went with an 80. Y'all let me know in the comments down below if y'all think an 80 is will suffice for this build. I've tried it, I've used it, I snag over everybody, but that's just me. I might be a different player than y'all. Now for the physicals, we went 66 speed, making us probably one of the fastest 7'4s out there. Everybody kind of went higher on the weight and stuff like that for their 7'4, so they're going to be a little bit slower, and they're already slow as it is. So we went lower wingspan, lower weight, higher speed for our 7'4. And then we went 48 agility, making it so that we can move around the court a little bit easier. Obviously, this is a Wemby-esque build, so we're not going to go super crazy on the strength. He just doesn't lift like that, all right? He lifted a little bit over the summer, but we're going to give him a 70 strength in the game so that he can, you know, at least not be super scrawny in there, you know what I'm saying? And then for the vertical, obviously, we went 74 for that reason, being earlier, getting high flying denier on silver, so we can max +2 that later. But y'all let me know in the comments so far what you guys think about this Wemby-esque build. All right, I wasn't going to cheat y'all on the animations. We're gonna get into the animations as well, but for this build, now I did not make a dribbling 7'4". Unfortunately, I went with a 7-footer because I wanted to get deep bomber and being able to dribble. You guys can go check out that video on my page as well. And then also, if you guys want to learn how to dribble on a tall center build, I also made a video on that as well, which you can check out right here. Now, for the dribble style, we're gonna go with basic because you guys do not have the speed with ball to get Giannis. You need at least a 55 speed with ball, which is not possible on a 7'3" or a 7'4". So we're gonna go with basic for the dribble style. For the size up, I recommend going with Ben Simmons. I use this on my other build as well. Now, you need a 65 ball handle and you just need to be at least 6'5", which is perfect for you guys. We have a 66 ball handle on this build, so you guys will be chilling with that basic. Now, for the breakdown combo, we're gonna go with basic as well. We just don't have enough ball handle to go with anything else. Now, for the escape move, we're gonna go with Joel Embiid. It gives you that little jab cross that you guys can be able to combo up out of. And if, like I said, you guys go check out that video, I'll show you guys how to do all of these moves. It's very, very effective on these bigger builds. But go with Joel Embiid. All you need is a 55 ball handle and be at least 6'10". Now, here's where this gets crazy. For the crossover, we're gonna go with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, you have to be at least starter 4 to unlock this crossover, but this is how these bigger center builds are getting to the basket or being able to create so much space using this Giannis crossover. Obviously, for the lower builds or for the smaller builds, everybody's using Lonzo Ball crossover, but for the big tall centers, we're gonna use Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it is so crazy the amount of space that you guys get from using this crossover. Now, they kind of nerfed my behind the back, which unfortunately, it's unfortunate because normal behind the back was actually really good. Now, you can still use it. All you need is a 40 ball handle, but they kind of nerfed the little glitchy behind the back that it used to give you. So if you guys want to check it out, this is one I still use on my tall center builds that I can dribble on, but it's not the same as it was before. So that's unfortunate, but we ball anyway. Now, for the spin, we're gonna go basic. Hesitation, we can go basic. And then step back, we're gonna use Giannis's step back because it's the most easiest way for you guys to get open. Like I said, man, I'm gonna keep referring to this because I want you guys to be able to dribble on these builds. Go check out that dribbling video, man, because this will get you right and figure out how you can move on a 7'4" or 7'3", 7'2", don't matter. Like, you guys will be able to dribble very easily on these builds once you guys go watch that video. And then for the triple threat, I always just use Kobe, so just throw on Kobe Bryant's triple threat. And then for the jump shot, we went lower base Michael Porter Jr. This is the jump shot I've been using pretty much all year. It is a very good jump shot, very good time of stability on this with a C+. Now, you can lower this release speed and get a B, but I recommend just keeping it how it is because I do not miss with this jump shot. Upper release 1, KD, and the upper release 2 is gonna be Baluba. That 60-40 blend. And then for the visual cue, just make sure it's 1 tick pass push so you guys will get right and your visual cue will not change whenever you're shooting your jump shot. Now, when you release this jump shot, you want to release it at the top of your head. So just make sure whenever you guys are setting this jump shot up, you use the visual cue that I give you guys and then kind of adjust it from there. But basically, I'm using push and then I use this visual cue and I just release it at the top of my head every time. And it's chicken all the time. Now, with that crazy game we had last night with the Mavs versus the Spurs, I'd be wrong if I didn't show you guys some gameplay. So make sure you guys, if you can, do me a favor, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you guys never miss a video. But let me get into this gameplay with you guys, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. My favorite part about these 7'4", 7'3", or these tall center builds is that 2K actually finally switched it up this year. Like, we're able to actually be able to dribble on them. We're able to shoot. We're able to, drive, dunk. Like, there's so many different types of things you can do with these big, tall builds. Like, you guys let me know in the comments how you guys feel about, 7'4s, maybe even 7'5s being in the game next year. Like, this build or these types of builds actually give more diversity to the game. Like, I know people like the traditional center and they like to be able to just, mash in the paint, but like being able to stretch the 4 is literally what the NBA is becoming right now. So like having these builds, being able to do a bunch of different things is very crucial, to the longevity of 2K, because like as the NBA evolves, like NBA 2K needs to evolve, and I think that's what they're trying to do here. So I wouldn't be surprised if next year we see 7'5s, in the game, because bro, look at Wemby. Look at what he's doing. He's listed at 7'5", and he's out here dribbling and doing whatever he wants on the court, man. Like, it's just crazy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite part of the video was. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.